Let me try to get a little example. Right here, right now, sitting where I am, having caused no crime, no bodily harm, no damage to any physical property or physical body or even mental attitude, spreading love and compassion throughout the world. Now, let's just say I'm any other creature in nature besides a human being. We say we're more sophisticated, but they deal with each other. If each other eat each other or each other die, then that's nature. If they contrast or conflict within each other, they resolve it within themselves. You don't see a chipmunk run away from any other predator and then go get a bunch of his friends and then go try to take them on in a war, do you? But they've learned to manage to stay together as nature, much more sophisticatedly than people. Because people, let's say that you're my friend, family member, sibling, and I've grown a bond with you through time, living with you, seeing that you're honest with me, seeing that you care. Now, you say, hey, let's go do this, or come with me, even if it's something suspenseful or dangerous, since I know you and trust you and I know you have my best intention in mind. Of course, I'm most likely going to trust you, try it out, be adventurous, those kind of things with you. Now, let's say how I started, calm, peaceful, compassionate, bothering nobody, harming no thing. Now, let's say in the same situation, someone you don't know, someone who's following someone else's rules and orders, comes and says, you haven't given us this money, and you are bad, and we're going to put you in a cage, just like they've done with all those other animals in nature, so they could study them, poke them, probe them. What do you think they've done with us? Some of us have turned on us. And that's okay, because they were scared that other people or other things in nature would be a threat to them. But now, independent of our size, body-wise, weight-wise, and even our capabilities physically, if we learn to teach each other mentally, emotionally, we can very easily be in the prime of planet Earth's history in timeless age. But honestly, we can be in the prime that we've never been in before. Let's say these people come and say, come with me. And I say, no, I haven't harmed you. You have no good intention for me. And I haven't harmed anybody else. But this is all about money, that weird controlling factor. Do you feel how unnatural it sounds to go talking about nature than talking about money? And how people in suits and ties and buildings and businesses have all of a sudden been more sophisticated than what Mother Nature built? Than what God or whatever great spirit you want to call, whatever started it. If you don't believe in God, that's fine, but something started this. And it sure as hell wasn't people. People can ruin it, and in many ways they are. For others and for themselves. If we don't start thinking, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm not being conceited, I'm not using my ego, but when I say if we start thinking and being true and loving like I am, I know that I am, I have no doubt, that isn't conceited, that is honest, that's love. Come see me and I will show you how much I care. Has nothing to do with trying to look cool or being impressive. It has to do with knowing how to heal and how to work together. That's all that should be mattering to people, especially when you see things in this condition. It's time to start giving up all them dumb things that you've been doing, whether you like them or not, and do what's best for things. Is that hard to do? And if it is, it's just because no one really taught you what was the best thing to do for yourself and others. And it's time people stand up with enough courage to say, I do know what's better than what's happening now, and I'm going to speak about it. And if people don't want you to tell them what's better for our condition, that obviously shows that they're doing something, one, unnatural, something secretive, and something wrong. And on an everyday basis, this is staring us in the face. If we don't stand up and do something about it, we're basically laying down and dying, saying, okay, you tell me what to do for my whole life and I won't do anything about it. I, for one, cannot do that, no matter how hard I would try. So maybe I'm alone in a world that doesn't care about me, but I want to help each and every one of them. And that's all I can say about that, because independent of how I truly feel, which is deep love, spiritual bliss, togetherness with God and nature, creation, independent of that, I feel like every other individual's that lost. And it was all because of other people and being raised incorrectly, not always on purpose, but just without knowing. So now that the option is here, if you ignore it, that is called ignorance. It's not saying you're stupid. It's just saying you're choosing to hold yourself down. And I have no idea why you would do that. So, have a great day.